Cade is with us. Cade's in Salt Lake. Hi, Cade. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
All right. So my wife and I, our family's on baby step 3. And I've heard you teach in the past that for vehicles, you want to keep the total amount under half of your annual income. Is that correct?
Yeah. Do you know why?
I was actually going to ask why, because we're in a situation where we're looking to sell one, and right now we're a little over half. So.
Okay. Well, the reason is that cars go down in value very, very rapidly. Like really, like in half in no time, right? They lose about 60 to 70% of their value in the first 4 years you own them. And so you turn $50,000 into $10,000 so fast it makes your head swim, right? And so you don't want to take that kind of losses if you can't afford to take that kind of losses. Now, if you make $15 million a year and you lose $50,000 on a car, it's not a problem. But if you make $50,000 a year and you lose $25,000 on a car, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And so it holds back your wealth building when you've got items that you own that go the other direction. That's where the principle comes from of don't own too much stuff that's going down in value and then wonder why you're broke. So what do you own? What are your cars worth, all of them?
So we're on baby step 3, so everything's paid off. We have 3 different vehicles. We have a $20,000 truck, $6,000 car, and then a $3,000 little beater truck. And so we make about $41,000 a year.
So why do you have a $26,000 truck?
Oh, it's a $20,000.
Oh, I'm sorry, a $20,000 truck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And so that's the one we're looking to sell, actually coming like this week or two. And I don't want to replace it with something that expensive. And I just kind of wanted to know why it was important to keep it under. But then would you recommend, since we're working on baby step 3, we're right in the beginning of it, selling that truck, would you recommend just funding the emergency fund and then working from there to go up in vehicle after that?
Yeah. So, what do you do for a living?
So I do like landscaping and construction, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And how old are you?
23.
Okay. All right, cool. So, here's the thing. Yeah, I would move down to about a $10,000 truck. And I don't know why you have a spare vehicle either. Why do you have a spare vehicle?
So the spare vehicle is used for work as well. It's not something that we are planning on keeping long term. We just kind of had it around to help with work a little bit and things. And so that's the beater truck, the $3,000 little one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you continue to do construction, whatever you drive on the construction site is going to get dinged and bumped and beat up. So just decide what it is you want to destroy. Do you want to destroy a $7,000 truck or a $70,000 truck? And that's, you're not going to get ahead. These Chevy commercials, Ford commercials, these pickups driving through a mud puddle on a construction site gets all these guys to buy construction trucks that they shouldn't have on construction sites. These are work trucks. And so the guy on the construction site that has the worst truck is the one that makes the most money. That's just a rule. I had a guy come and lay brick on a project on our house one time. I swear to God, the truck wasn't worth $100. And I'll bet you the guy's a multi-millionaire. He was an artist with brick, I know that, and he charged for it. But, his truck couldn't, I never saw a truck that had so many dings on it in my life. The thing had the crud beat out of it. And it looked like somebody walked around with a baseball bat, and it was like 48 years old. It was a horrible truck. And he just grinned. He loved his old truck because that's what you want to drive on the site, man. So, yeah, you can keep a spare vehicle for that and then get you a driver that's not your daily driver to the construction site that's a little bit better and just move down in truck. That's what I would do. Just don't have money invested in things that go down in value if you want to build wealth. Put money in things that go up in value. See, I did this kind of stuff, y'all. So I was 23, just like you. And the car I always wanted was a Jaguar. So my grandpa, super conservative, child of the Depression, made me take nails out of a board and straighten them out and put them in a coffee can. You know the grandpa. We all had one, or we knew somebody like that, right? The guy saved twine. He saved everything. And when he passed away, he was a multimillionaire, and he never even invested. He was scared of the stock market. It was all just money he put in the bank. It was just money in the bank. He just kept putting money in the bank, and there's like $1 million in there, And I remember, I knew he was frugal, and I knew he had built some wealth. But I knew, I'm 23 years old, and I'm a high roller. I'm the king of the world, right? And so I bought a Jaguar, and I think I paid $30,000 for it. This is 1982. That's a long time ago. So I pull up in his driveway, and he goes, "What's that?" He'd never seen a Jaguar, I think. And he goes, "What's that?" I said, "Oh, it's a Jaguar." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "What did you pay for that?" I said, "Whatever it was, $30,000, $26,000, whatever it was, I paid for it." He started shaking his head, and he goes, "God, that's dumb." I said, "What do you mean, Grandpa? I just bought a dadgum Jaguar. You ought to be proud of me. Look at this car, man. Your grandson's driving a fine automobile here. You ought to be proud of that." And he goes, "I'm not proud of it. You're dumb." So what do you mean? And he goes, "Well, what's that car going to be worth in 5 years?" And I went, and he goes, "Man, I put my money in stuff that goes up in value, son. That's dumb." I was mad at him. I remember when they just about towed that car when I was going through bankruptcy, and the repo guys calling me. I sold it like one day before they repoed it. And all I can remember is hearing my grandpa say, "That's dumb. This is dumb. I put my money in stuff that goes up in value, son. I don't put my money in stuff that goes down in value." It's a good equation, This is the Dave Ramsey Show.